Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, the place where we decode the hidden messages in corporate filings. This week we're diving into Aquaron Acquisition Corp's latest report, and let's just say things are getting interesting with a new loan that could be a lifeline or a ticking clock before we jump in. If you love getting these unfiltered looks at how companies operate, make sure you hit that subscribe button. And if you want to chat more about these finds and connect with other sharp minds, our Discord community awaits, linked right below in the description. So, Aquaron Acquisition Corp, which is essentially a company created to buy another company, has issued a promissory note. Think of it as a formal IOU. This note is for about $16,000, which might sound small for a corporate filing, but it is actually a significant move for this company right now. It was given to a company called Hucha Limited. Why did they issue this note? Well, Hucha put that money into Aquaron's trust account. This is a common tactic for these acquisition companies, sometimes called SPACs. They need to find a business to buy within a certain time frame, usually a year or two, and if they don't, the money goes back to the investors. This loan from Hucha gives Aquaron more time, more runway to find that perfect deal. Now, here is a key detail. This note doesn't charge any interest. That is good for Aquaron. It is basically a zero-cost loan in terms of interest payments. However, it is due as soon as Aquaron actually buys another company or completes its business combination. So, it is a temporary fix, a bridge to somewhere else. Here is where it gets even more interesting. Hucha can choose to convert this loan into Aquaron's stock. They can do this at a price of $10 per unit. Each unit is made up of one share of stock and a piece of a right to get more stock later. This means Hucha isn't just lending money, they're positioning themselves to potentially become shareholders in Aquaron. If Aquaron finds a good company to buy and its stock price goes up, Hucha could end up making a profit on this loan by converting it into shares. This whole situation highlights the precarious nature of these acquisition companies. They raise money with the promise of finding a great deal, but they live on a clock. When they run out of time, they often have to resort to these extensions funded by loans that can convert into stock. It is a way to keep the game going. But it also means the lenders, or those extending the credit, essentially get a stake in the company for what is essentially bringing more money into the company's ability to operate. This filing itself is an 8K report which is used for significant company events. In this case, the event is this new financial obligation, this promissory note that could turn into equity. It is important for investors to know about these kinds of deals because they can significantly alter the ownership structure and the financial health of a company, especially one that is still looking for its identity, its target. For Aquaron, the big question is what kind of business combination they will pursue. Will Hucha's investment help them find a company that will make them all rich, or will this loan be a sign of desperation as their clock runs out? The fact that this loan is being converted into stock at a price that is likely around their initial offering price suggests that Hucha is betting on Aquaron finding a solid deal. The signature on this report, Yi Zhou, is the Chief Executive Officer. This indicates that the leadership is aware of and approving of this financial arrangement. Their job is to make sure this extension of time leads to a successful business combination, turning that loan into a strategic acquisition. Looking at this from a broader perspective, it is a classic SPAC maneuver. They need cash to keep going, and they get it from parties who are willing to front the money in exchange for a potential upside in the form of equity. The risk here for Aquaron is that if they don't find a good business to merge with, this loan at best just delays the inevitable dissolution. And at worst, it means they've given away equity at a potentially unfavorable valuation if the market perception of their prospects dips. For us watching, it is a sign that Aquaron is in a critical phase. This loan is a bet on their future ability to execute a merger if they succeed. This loan from Hucha will have been a smart move. If they fail, it becomes another complication in their winding down process. It is all about what happens next, and whether they can actually find and close a deal that creates value for everyone involved. Alright, that is our breakdown of Aquaron Acquisition Corp's latest filing. What is your take on this strategic loan and its potential to turn into equity? Do you think this is a smart move to buy more time or a sign of trouble? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. If you found this analysis helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more deep dives into the corporate world. And don't forget to join our Discord community through the link in the description for more discussions. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.